The disciples and Jesus sang a hymn and went directly to the Mount of Olives. Then Jesus told them, "Before the night's over, you're going to fall to pieces because of what happens to me." There's a scripture that says, "I'll strike the shepherd, helter-skelter the sheep will be scattered. But after I am raised up, your shepherd will go ahead of you, leading the way to Galilee." Peter broke in, "Even if everyone else falls to pieces on account of you, I won't." "Don't be so sure," Jesus said. "This very night, before the rooster crows up the dawn, you will deny me 3 times. Peter protested, "Even if I had to die with you, I would never deny you." All the others said the same thing. Then Jesus went with them to a garden called Gethsemane and told his disciples, "Stay here while I go over there to pray." Taking along Peter and the 2 sons of Zebedee, he plunged into an agonizing sorrow. Then he said, "This sorrow is crushing my life. Stay here and keep vigil with me." Going a little ahead, he fell on his face, praying, "My Father, if there is any way, get me out of this. But please, not what I want. You, what do you want?" When he came back to his disciples, he found them sound asleep, and he said to Peter, "Can't you stick it out with me a single hour? Stay alert. Be in prayer so you don't wander into temptation without even knowing you're in danger." That is a part of you that is eager, ready for anything. But there's another part that's as lazy as an old dog sleeping by the fire. He then left them a second time, and again he prayed, "Father, if there is no other way than this, drinking this cup to the dregs, I'm ready. Do it your way." When Jesus came back, he again found them sound asleep. They simply couldn't keep their eyes open. This time he let them sleep on and went back a 3rd time to pray, going over the same ground one last time. When he came back the next time, he said, "Are you going to sleep all night? My time is up. The Son of Man is about to be handed over to the hands of sinners. Get up, let's get going. My betrayer is here." The words were barely out of his mouth when Judas, one of the 12, showed up, and with him a gang from the high priests and religious leaders, brandishing swords and clubs. The betrayer had worked out a sign with them. "The one I kiss, that's the one. Seize him." He went straight to Jesus, greeted him, "How are you, Rabbi?" and kissed him. Jesus said, "Friend, why this charade?" Then they came on him, grabbed him, and roughed him up. One of those with Jesus pulled his sword and, taking a swing at the chief priest's servant, cut off his ear. Jesus said, "Put your sword back where it belongs. All who use swords are destroyed by swords. Don't you realize that I am able right now to call to my Father, and 12 companies, more if I want them, of angels would be here battle ready? But if I did that, how would the scriptures come true that say, 'This is the way it has to be'?" Then Jesus addressed the mob. "What is this? Coming out after me with swords and clubs as if I were a dangerous criminal. Day after day, I have been sitting in the temple teaching, and you never so much as lifted a hand against me. You've done it this way to confirm all the prophetic writings." Then all the disciples cut and ran.